Will this help Manchester United derail Liverpool's title challenge? Will Spurs brush away Burnley? Will Arsenal get revenge against Southampton? And guys, tell me, will Sarri stop being a mug and play Kante in his proper position? Or will Pep Guardiola do a Drake and go back to back with consecutive League Cups? Guys, stay tuned as I preview this and more in the Sanderson Show. So guys, we started the big game of the weekend. This my beloved Liverpool versus Manchester United at Old Trafford. Massive game. So obviously in the introduction you heard me mention about garlics at Old Trafford. So yes, you did not mishear me. Manchester United have been sprinkling garlic on the pitch today as a way of keeping pests away from destroying the ground apparently. So first I've heard of this. Not unlike Manchester United to do a bit of craziness before a game, but hey ho, they say it works, so who am I to argue? It's a massive game though. It's Liverpool's quote unquote game in hand over Manchester City. They win this game, they go 3 points clear at the top of the table. They lose and they stay joint top, but Man City will actually be top on goal difference. We all know what's going to happen in this game. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to get the players right up for this game. There's talks that Lingard and Martial might be ready. I think they will be. I think it's something that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will leave until last minute. Keep Klopp and Liverpool guessing. When it comes to Klopp and Liverpool, I think the team picks itself at the moment. I think Matip and Virgil will start at the back with Trent and Robertson. I think Fabinho will come into midfield. The problem is, who else joins Fabinho in midfield? I think it should be Fabinho and Henderson, maybe with Wijnaldum actually. I think Wijnaldum's been Liverpool's best midfielder so far this season. I think he should be playing in this game. They need to find a way of negating the threat from Pogba. He's been able to recapture some brilliant form since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's come in and since Mourinho's left. He's the player that keeps Manchester United ticking at the moment. You make him have a bad game, Manchester United seem to have a bad game. But under the radar has been Ander Herrera, who's been absolutely brilliant since the turn of the new year. He's arguably been Man United's best player. Again, Pogba and Rashford have gathered all the plaudits, but Herrera's quietly going about his business and doing all the dirty work that no one else likes to do in a football match. And he's keeping that team moving. He's holding that midfield together like glue, and he's been brilliant. How do I see the game going at the weekend? Now, first and foremost, I don't want to see Klopp start Milner, Wijnaldum and Henderson together. That is a Brexit midfield. We don't like Brexit. I don't want to see it happen. I'm actually going to go, I'm going to do something that's going to break my heart, but I'm going to go for a Manchester United win. Our record at Old Trafford in the recent years has been absolutely woeful. While I'd love us to break it, it seems whenever we come up against Man United at Old Trafford, we seem to bottle it. And I feel Man United in a really good run of form at the moment. Our front three seem to lack a bit of cohesion at the moment. We don't seem to be as clinical as we used to be. And the fact that we haven't got many game changers on the bench leaves us being a bit vulnerable and a bit predictable as well. I can see Man United stamping their authority early in the game. I think they'll come out and try and blitz Liverpool, try and get a couple of early goals like they did in the same fixture last season when Rashford got 2 early goals and then they managed to see out the win, which was a 2-1 win after Eric Bailly scored an own goal. And I see this game going a similar pattern. I think Manchester United will score first. I think Liverpool will equalise, but ultimately, unfortunately, I think Man United will get the winning goal and I think they'll see out the game 2-1. God knows, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I come back to this video in weeks and months to come and laugh at it, but I'm a bit fearful for this game. So guys, let me know what you think. The North-West derby, Liverpool, Manchester United, biggest of rivals, 2 most successful British clubs. Who takes the spoils? Does Man United derail Liverpool's title challenge, or does Liverpool beat Man United to go above Manchester City? Let me know in the comments below. So So now I move on to the weekend's first game out of the quote-unquote top 6, which is Burnley versus Tottenham. I'm not going to spend too long on this. Burnley have been better in recent weeks since Tom Heaton's come back into the team. However, I just think Tottenham are going to be too strong for them. Burnley are very predictable when they play against these top teams. They're going to try and sit in deep. They're going to try and soak up the pressure. They're going to try and maybe get a few set pieces. They've not really got too much pace on the counter-attack, so they're not going to have anything that really concerns Spurs. And I see Spurs just going out, stamping their authority early in the game, dominating possession, dominating the ball, dominating the play, and I think they'll run out 2 or 3-0 winners, and I think they'll make it look quite comfortable. And for anyone saying that Tottenham aren't in a title race, you need your head examined. They are completely in a title race. They're only, 4 or 5 points off the top? If that's not a title race, I don't know what is. So it's not a 2-horse race, it's a 3-horse race. And Spurs are well in with a chance of winning this league. So guys, let me know what you think. Are Burnley going to spring a surprise, or are Tottenham going to be business as usual and pick up 3 points at Turf Moor? Let me know in the comments below. Now on to the Gunners. They really made hard work of it when it came to Bate, but they got through. The first leg, we'll forget about that. The second leg, dominant, ran out winners. But Koscielny, injured again. You got to feel for the guy. He's just had a really torrid time in the last year and a bit. And they'll be coming up against Southampton. Now in the reverse fixture, Southampton beat them 3-2. I don't see this happening at the Emirates. I think Southampton are, again, really predictable. Going to be really predictable in this game. They're going to go out, try and set up stall, try and make it hard for Arsenal to break them down. 2 banks of 4, or bank of 4 at the back, bank of 5 midfield. Probably leave Danny Ings or Charlie Austin, depending on who starts up top by themselves, and try and counter and get up something on the break, or try and get a few set pieces. I don't see it working. Aubameyang, Lacazette, Ozil, does he play? Only Emery knows, but I think they'll have way too much for Southampton. Defensively, Southampton are not a good team, and I think Arsenal will have enough quality in their attacking ranks to exploit spaces and find the killer instinct in front of goal and ultimately run out 2 or 3-0 winners. So again, not going to spend too long on this one, but guys, let me know what you think. Southampton going to pull off probably one of the performances of the season to beat Arsenal at the Emirates, or Arsenal just going to do what they do at the Emirates and batter these smaller teams? Let me know in the comments below. And now we move on to the Carabao, Carling, who knows what the cup's called these days. But it's going to be Chelsea versus Manchester City at Wembley. Now, going into the game, Chelsea have a lot to prove. I mean, just a week and a bit ago, they took an absolute battering at the Etihad. And they deserved it. They played absolutely appalling in that game. And the one thing that we keep on hearing about Chelsea is Kante. Why isn't Kante playing in the position where he won a league title with Leicester, won a league title with Chelsea, won the World Cup with France? Why? Why is that not happening? And then with news coming out today of Chelsea having a 2 transfer window ban, what do they do now? It obviously makes sense why they didn't lose or didn't sell Callum Hudson-Odoi. Whether Hazard's going to stay remains to be seen. But I mean, they've already brought Pulisic and they've loaned Higuain for 18 months. So I think they saw this coming. And it's not the first time this has happened to Chelsea. Remember, this happened over a decade ago with Gael Kakuta. Chelsea, you got to learn your lessons. Man City, what can you say? An incredible team. Showed great grit and determination in the Champions League against Schalke. They were losing the game. They came back with 10 men and got a last minute winner and played brilliant in that game. Sane with a superb free kick, Sterling with the winner. And you've got to look at these 2 young wingers and just think, where is their ceiling going to stop it? They are absolutely brilliant. And Pep's done a great job in coaching them and nurturing them and bringing them up a level since last season. This game's going to be very interesting though. I don't think Sarri's going to make the same silly mistakes as he did in the game at the Etihad. I think it's going to be a lot closer, but I do still see Man City running out the winners. I think they just have a bit more in their team. Kevin De Bruyne is starting to find his form. David Silva, Bernardo Silva, Jesus on the bench, Riyad Mahrez on the bench. Oh, the name just is crazy. It's mind-boggling just the depth they have. And unfortunately, Chelsea don't have that same depth. If you manage to shut down the productivity of Eden Hazard, you stop Chelsea in their tracks. And I think Man City are well equipped to be able to do that. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Manchester City. But I expect an entertaining game. I expect some fireworks. But ultimately, I think Pep's going to do back-to-back Carabao Cups. So guys, as always, thank you very much for watching or listening, or both. If you'd like to appear on the show, let me know. Drop me a message. And as always, please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't. Share with a family member and share with a friend. And guys, as always, thank you very much for watching the Sanderson Show. I'll see you guys soon.